Message received loud and clear, YouTube. You see, I got a 7-day yeet for talking about some guy's opinion about a procedure that is done medically and in a whole, one over the world context, how it affects the world. No, can't talk about that. Can't. I can't even, I didn't even agree with the person. I didn't even say, yes, he's 100% correct or she's 100% correct. I never said that. I just talked about it in the context with Ukraine and Russia. Nope, can't. 7-day eat. And the appeal process, oh my God, on YouTube. I immediately appealed it. Within seconds, it was denied. So no human was looking at it. I'm low man on the totem pole. I don't have a huge subscriber, following to where I can actually contact somebody at YouTube. All right. Anyways, back to what I was going to be talking about here. You see this right here? You see this group of soldiers there? I say in quotations. Okay? Those people right there, a couple months ago, those people were evil. Now, they're not. Why? Framing. That's all it is. It's framing. They're fighting the correct people. Who's the correct people? The Russians. Why are the Russians the bad guys? Because the news media says they are. Because they attacked Ukraine. But no one ever goes, why did they do it? No, we don't allow context on YouTube. We don't allow context on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Context? No. We don't want to go, why did they do that? See, this is above and beyond, why does a teenager, shoot somebody randomly in the streets of Chicago? We know why. We don't really talk about it, but we understand why. And then a lot of people do talk about it and want to go, well, they grew up in a poor family, the father wasn't there, and so therefore, they look for other people with father figures that weren't necessarily the best father figures to emulate, if you will. But in this instance, you can actually call for violence, okay, on Russians. Why? What did the Russians do to you? Did they pick your pocket? Did they lock you down for 2 years? No, they didn't. Did they constantly tell you that if you didn't wear a face diaper that you're killing grandma, or if you didn't get jib-jabbed or whatever? The Russians never did that. Did the Ukrainians ever do that to you? No. On the surface, Ukrainian citizens, the people, the Russian citizens, the people, they're not bad people. Not in the long run. They're just like you and me out in the world. Now, the soldiers that are fighting, that's a different story. They're told to fight. And since I was a soldier, I sort of, have some sort of, not only pity, but I understand why they're going. They're given orders to go fight. And that's what you do. That's the military. That's you can boil it down to just that. They're given orders. You're in the military. And if you're given orders to invade a country, you invade the country. Now you can, opt out against it. And I get it. Conscientious objection. I got it. But in instance, I get it. And I feel sorry for the Ukrainian soldiers fighting on home turf. And I get it. I feel sorry for the Russian soldiers, coming across the border into a sovereign state trying to attack them. I get it. But there's a lot of nuance to that. But the left and big tech and Susan Woj and Twitter and Facebook, they don't allow nuance to be discussed because, therefore, people might out there come to a different opinion. God fucking forbid, right? There's Susan Woj and Facebook and Twitter. God forbid that we have some sort of nuanced discussion about anything. No. We can't have that. Nuance, fuck it. But you can bring acts of or calls for violence against Russians in general? Why? That's fucking bullshit. That is stupid. You can't call for violence on protected groups in the United States, but you can against Russians. And see, there's no context label there. It could be, what about Russian Americans or Ukrainian Americans? So you can bring or call for violence on Russian Americans who have never even stepped in Russia before, but just as of Russian descent. What the fuck? Really? No. You can't talk about those people over there. They're special. But those Russians, fuck them. Really? You see, I am not going to be doing that from here on out. Really, on Facebook now, or excuse me, YouTube, I am not going to be discussing anything from now on, especially for the next 90 days, obviously, so I can get that strike removed. But I'm not going to be discussing anything remotely covering these subjects anymore. There's no point. I heard it loud and clear from YouTube. Do not discuss stuff that we don't like or we have a narrative in support of. Got it? Message heard. I just won't do it. I will discuss those things on BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey. There's no problem over there. I have not had one problem discussing anything over there. And it's spicy over there in the comment section on Odyssey and BitChute. It's fucking spicy. So therefore, going forward, I won't be discussing who these guys are. We know who these guys are. We just won't discuss it. Notice how all of a sudden these guys here are fine. Even though 6 months ago, it wouldn't be fine to even support people like them. But here we are in fucking clown world. Or even worse, we're in Laszlo land. This is some bullshit that this is okay to discuss, but not that. This over here is okay, right here. Don't deviate. You can't have an opinion outside this little box or little square. That's it. You cannot discuss it. But if you do discuss it in here, you have to be pro that. I guess that's where we're at in this country. Where we do need to start creating parallel economies. And we are seeing that now, to where you have other platforms, or publishers if you want to call them that, to discuss issues that you cannot discuss on YouTube. YouTube is not the public square. It's a public building, but private entities run it. So that you can walk into it any time. You just can't say what you want. Even though it was built on that platform to where broadcast yourself. Say what you want. Nope, not that. No, not that. You can discuss this, but you can only discuss it in this context. But not over here, though. Yes, you can praise these people right here, but you can't praise those people. But you can praise those people, but not those people. Those people are bad people. Okay, now it's changed. Those people are good. You can talk about. Those people you can support. Oh, no, and now it's changed. You can't talk about those people anymore. Oh, this subject over here, what happened over the last 2 years, you can't discuss it. Now you can discuss it. Oh, the lab leak? No, can't discuss. Okay, now, yes, you can because it's been proven true. Even though it's been proven true, you get the point. This is what they're doing. It's mental gymnastics. It's extremely hard to fucking surf the terms of service on YouTube because they change daily and even hourly. You don't know what the fuck you can say anymore. And if you do question something and you do get a suspension and you appeal it, unless you've got a big enough following and a subscriber account, you ain't gonna get fucking one word from the company. No one's gonna review it unless you go on Twitter, which I'm not gonna go, and complain to Twitter's YouTube account or YouTube's Twitter account, something like that. You can't. They don't care. And fuck you, low sub account. Oh, you're 300 and something. Fuck you. Eat a dick. We didn't like what you said. What did I say? Doesn't matter. The computer said we didn't like it. That's it. So from now on, I just won't be talking about this shit. It'll be all, maybe a little bit of politics stuff, but it won't delve into this bullshit. I message heard, loud and clear, YouTube. Message heard.